Did you know that high heel shoes were initially made for men? Yes, they actually started being worn by Persian soldiers in the 10th century. Since they were always horseback riding, they were looking for a better way to make their shoe stay in the stirrup. So they decided to add some heels to their shoe. They realized that adding the heel were actually helping them keeping their shoe in the stirrup, but also stabilize them so that they could better shoot their bow and arrow. With time, owning a horse became a symbol of wealth. So many Persian riders started wearing this heel off the horse. So it would be easier for people to recognize them as being wealthy. So by the 17th century, high heel shoes became a symbol of money and power. Then Persians began traveling to Europe, Germany, Russia, and Spain in particular, and they brought their fashion with them. Many European aristocrats loved the style and loved what it signified, so they started adopting the heel, which then also became, on top of being a symbol of money and power, a symbol of virility and of military prowess. They even called Persian fashion Persian mania. If you notice a lot of European paintings from this time, 17th, 18th century, you will notice that men were wearing stockings and tights, and they usually had tops that were shorter, and that was done on purpose. The goal was for men to showcase their legs, especially their calves and thighs. The shapelier they were, the better they were considered, and also the more powerful a man would look. So, adding to their heels, men started wearing stockings and tights. Louis XIV, the French king, also called the Sun King, loved high heels and especially loved high red heels. He is probably the most famous wearer of heels of history. He went as far as forbidding people outside of the nobility to wear heels in 1670. He would pick and choose who was able to wear red heels as a way to show his favorite member of society. So men wore heels all the way to the 18th century, when women started wearing heels more and more. At that time, they progressively stopped wearing heels because they started to feel like it was becoming too feminine. And by 1789, during the French Revolution, men stopped wearing heels completely. One of the main reasons for that is the goal of the French Revolution was to completely eradicate aristocracy, and high heels on men were a sign of power and money. The Persian soldier heels are now considered the ancestor of the cowboy boots. If you want to know more about heels or any other subject, don't forget to leave your comment and question down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.